Hi, welcome to the channel and thanks for stopping by. My name's Chris and today we're going to learn about how to browse international websites in foreign languages. For me on this channel, we have kind of a bent toward antiques and interior design, architectural salvage, that kind of thing. But really this is a useful tutorial for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're like looking for vintage denim from Japan or old sneakers from Germany or even like modern FBA products from China. We're going to learn a lot of interesting tips and tools, and it will really make it easy, and it's easier than you think. So let's get started. So with my interest in antiques and vintage, I'm always looking for opportunities to improve my skill set in terms of getting better at locating and acquiring really interesting pieces for my resale business. Once or twice a year, I'll go and I'll visit a national antique show or a flea market such as Round Top, Texas or Brimfield, and it never fails. I'll go to an amazing booth with a really talented vendor who has excellent presentation, and there'll be this awesome showstopper piece right in the middle. And I'll check the price tag and it'll say something like $19,000 for this.
Everybody needs money. That's why they call it money.
And I can't help to think to myself, I've traveled so much and I know that this person has been to Europe and they've probably purchased this from a private person for not very much money in the Polish countryside, for example. So that piqued my interest in sourcing antiques from Europe, and now I'm actually posting this video from Poland, and my objective now with this channel is to fill a container with really amazing antiques and send them back so that I can be a vendor as well at a Round Top or a Brimfield. But in order to do that, I needed to be able to browse the local classified ads. And so I've done a lot of research on how to do that, and I've learned some things along the way, and I'm really looking forward to sharing them with you. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we'll talk about a few of the tips and tools that we can use to get access to those. Okay, so the first tool we're going to talk about today is something that almost everybody knows about, and that's Facebook Marketplace. But what you may not know is that Facebook Marketplace gives you the ability to set the geographical location of your search. So here I am in Facebook Marketplace, and if you'll notice here on the left-hand side, it says that I'm looking for items in Brussels, Belgium. So if I go ahead and click that, there's another search window here, and I'll click in here and I'll put Wrocław, Poland. Now, if I go ahead and click that, and then I hit the apply button, the results in the search query have changed. So now I'm looking at items that were listed by sellers in Polish language within 250 miles of Wrocław, Poland. So another thing that you may not know is that you can go ahead and put English search terms in Facebook Marketplace search query window. So if I was looking for chairs, I'll go ahead and click here and I will hit chair. And I've got lots of results here that have chairs. Some of these had chair written in English within the listing and others didn't. So this by no means will return 100% of all chairs that are listed here, but it will get you a good start, and it's a quick, easy way to do a very broad search and get familiar with prices. So if we wanted to take it one step further, let's learn about how we can translate our search terms into any foreign language. Okay, so let's head over to Google for a second, and we're going to use a service that Google offers called Google Translate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Google search engine, and I'm going to put Google Translate, enter, and you'll have a drop-down menu here that will allow you to select any language that you like. Now, for me, I'm going to do English, and I'm going to do Polish. And if you do these in the wrong order, there is a little arrow here. Let me see if I can highlight that for you. And you click that and it will juxtapose the original language and the translation language. So what I'm going to do here is click in this window and I'm going to put the word antiques. And there we have it. We've got the Polish word for antique. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go back here to Facebook, and I'm going to go to the search window. I'm going to paste that term in there and hit enter, and voila, we have antiques that are for sale on Facebook Marketplace in Wrocław, Poland. So the next tool that I want to share with you is Google Translate for Chrome web browser. Now this is a tool that will actually translate whole web pages into English for you. So if you, actually let's go ahead and visit an online marketplace in a foreign country. I'm going to go to olx.pl, and you'll notice here that all of these results are in Polish. This is a Polish website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the Google Chrome Translate. So here in the search query window, I've put install Chrome translation extension. And the first result we have right here is Google Translate. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I'm going to add to Chrome. And then I'll confirm by hitting add extension. And what do you know? It's popped up here right in the corner. It's this little blue and gray icon. So let's go back to the OLX website, and you'll see that that icon is still there. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to choose English. And what do you know? It is all in English. So we remember from a moment ago that if I wanted to look at antiques, I would put antiki. And if you forgot, you can always go back to Google Translate again. And we have a long list of results for the query antique. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to click the Google Translate button, confirm that I want it in English. And we've got a standing crucifix, antique ash desk, old furniture, antiques, and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. And once you've done a couple pages in a row, it will start to go ahead and translate it automatically. If you open up the page and it's still in Polish, you can just go ahead and click here up in the corner and make sure that you have English selected. And there we go. One thing that doesn't get translated is the currency. So you're going to have to use Google to search what the exchange rate is for the local currency that you're searching in, what that equates to in US dollars, and then you'll know exactly the price that the seller is asking for. Okay, so let's try this one more time from the very top. What I've done is I've gone to Google search engine and I've typed in a query, what is the Polish version of Craigslist, or what is the Polish version of eBay? And I looked at the results and I found out that there's a website called sprzedajemy.pl. And I'm going to take you there with me for just a second. You'll have to do your own search to identify the actual website or the actual marketplace that you want to search. And now that I have this, let's go there. And here we are. The website is in Polish. So what I'm going to do is go up here to my extension plugin. I'm going to hit English, and here we are. It's in English. Now, this is where the first challenge comes. The website is translated, but it doesn't help me in the search. So I don't know how to search for chair because I don't speak Polish. So actually I do speak Polish, but for the sake of this video, I don't speak Polish. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Google widget, the Google Translate, and we're going to type in what it is that we're searching for. So here I'm going to go ahead and put clock, and the result is zegar, which is the Polish word for clock. And I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I'm going to go back to my tab with the website, click in the search window, and I'm going to paste that word and hit search. I know that's a search button because it's already been translated to English. So here we are. We have a bunch of search results, and they're in Polish because the search term that I put in this window was in Polish. So Chrome thinks that I am interested in Polish search results. So this is a step that you may need to repeat again and again. I'm going to go back up here, hit my translate extension, hit English, and once again, it's in English. So let me go ahead and click on one of these results. Now, here we are on the website, and This time, because the previous site was set to English and I didn't put a Polish query in, this time, once the page completely loaded, it translated it to English. So you want to have patience till the page fully loads, because that's the last step of loading this page, is replacing the text with English text. Then one other thing to mention, like I said, currencies are not translated, so you'll need to familiarize yourself with the exchange rate, and other things such as measurements. Like here we have 12 centimeters, which they're not going to translate that to English for US viewers, so they're going to go ahead and put the number of centimeters that was listed by the seller. So yeah, and we can see the description that he's posted with the item, and there we are. So this whole thing begs the question, well, if I find something over there, how do I actually buy it and get it back to the States? That's another challenge with a whole lot of other complexities associated with it, and that's something that I'm learning about at the moment. I'm on a journey to fill my first container with antiques, send them to US so that I can exhibit at one of those shows like I mentioned, Round Top or Brimfield. And I'm learning all kinds of things like, customs requirements, customs clearance, what can and can't be exported in terms of antiques, because there are laws in place for the protection of cultural heritage. All of these things that I'm learning along the way, I want to share with you, and that's why I created this channel. So the channel's kind of new. I've only got a few videos up, but I'm going to continue to post here and share all of these lessons and this information that I learned through the process. So if you're interested in that and you think that's something you might want to check back in to learn about from time to time, please subscribe. And thank you so much for taking the time to be with me here. And I hope you found this video really helpful. So see you next time.